Welcome to Geometry Phobia Antidote. Students who have geometry phobia, who think that geometry is complicated, they cannot understand geometry, these simple challenges will tell them how to think systematically from what they know, elementary principles, and they can solve apparently complex problems associated with figures which may seem a bit out of the ordinary. The first two figures are for classes 6 and 7. Even class 6 students can solve the first two figures because they involve the concept of parallel lines. And the third figure is for class 8 using the most elementary concept of circle. The most elementary, the basic concept of circle, if they can use that idea of a circle, they can solve. So it is for class 8, figure number 3, and it was asked in USA's 8th grade exam. And the first two figures simply involve parallel lines and triangles, and even a class 6 student can solve it. But the question is how to think systematically. So these challenges will tell them the approach so that they get over geometry phobia. So these problems should take less than 5 minutes for students and less than 1 minute for teachers. Less than 5 minutes if they are students of class 6 or class 7 or class 8. And if they are senior students or teachers, it should take less than 1 minute. So let us solve these in less than 1 minute and see how a logical and systematic approach can really make these questions very, very easy. Now take this animated arc. You can see the animated arc. This is the exterior angle. For this triangle, there is the exterior angle. So the exterior angle is equal to the sum of two interior opposite angles. That is a basic principle you learn in the chapter triangles. Exterior angle is equal to the sum of two interior opposite angles. So the exterior angle is marked 35 plus x. Now having marked the exterior angle 35 plus x, this 35 plus x and this 115, they should be equal because these two lines are parallel and these are corresponding angles. When two lines are parallel, the corresponding angles are equal. So these two angles should be equal. So 35 plus x is equal to 115, or x will be equal to 115 minus 35, that is 80. So the value of x should be 80 degrees. First, we use the rule exterior angle is equal to the sum of two interior opposite angles, and then we are using corresponding angles are equal. Simple elementary geometry, and we are getting x equal to 80. Now observe this animated arc and also the angle marked 65. These are alternate angles. So because alternate angles are equal, so this angle is also marked 65. Now observe all the three angles at the bottom. Because this is a straight line, the total must be 180. So 70 plus m plus 65 equal to 180, giving you m equal to 45. So first we used alternate angles are equal, and then we are using, if you have a straight line, then the sum of these angles must be a straight angle, that is 180. So 70 plus m plus 65 equal to 180, or m equal to 45. Basic principles using alternate angles equal and the sum of these angles forming a straight angle. Now we come to the third figure that was asked in USA's 8th grade exam. You will need just one elementary rule on the chapter circles. Now, note that triangle ABC is isosceles. Triangle ABC is isosceles. So because triangle ABC is isosceles, if one angle is 37, the other angle must also be 37. So we mark this angle 37. Now we join CD. Now angle in a semicircle is a right angle. So we mark this 90. Angle in a semicircle, right angle, the most elementary principle on chapter circles. So we mark this ACD 90 degrees. Now note that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Although it is a semicircle, the points A, B, C, D, point A, point B, point C, point D, all lie on the circumference. If the points are lying on the circumference, it makes no difference whether it is a semicircle or a full circle. The vertices are on the circumference. So ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Even if it is a full circle, the 4 points would be on the circumference. So ABCD being a cyclic quadrilateral, the basic property of cyclic quadrilateral, the sum of opposite angles 180. The sum of opposite angles 180. So 37 plus x and 37 plus 90, the total should be 180. Solving, we get x equal to 16. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Opposite angles are supplementary. The total of these two opposite angles should be 180. 37 plus x and 37 plus 90 should be 180, giving you x equal to 16. So all that we needed was angle in a semicircle is a right angle, one rule, and the second rule, opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. These are the only two rules you needed, the only two principles you needed to apply. So x equal to 16 degrees. That was Math Challenge. Follow us for all school level math, junior and senior Olympiad math, university admission test, quantitative aptitude and numerical aptitude, and all competitive exam. And remember, all our services are entirely free of charge for students all over the world. So students from anywhere in the globe can contact us with their question and their problem. Like and share the video and subscribe to the channel and be with us. We will meet again with more useful videos, more interesting questions. Till then, thank you and goodbye.